Not a lot of wind, but Wells has the jib out as we head off from Nadi Marina towards our next Fiji destination. Oh, we are headed to a little island which should have beautiful diving. Should be incredible. The couple hour passage to get there is very choppy and bumpy and uncomfortable. We're coming up to Namena Island, and one of the challenges here in Fiji is that the charts are not accurate, notoriously inaccurate, and the risk of hitting a reef or a bombing is pretty high. So we're really trying to pay close attention to what the boats in front of us are doing, what the charts say, and especially what the ocean looks like. There's some snorkeling here. There's some boobies. So Wells and I are trying to decide here about the situation in Namena. Bit of a tricky anchorage, pretty deep.
And a lot of boats.
A lot of boats. And the wind kind of wraps its way around the island so that it pushes you onto the reef. Well, we just tried to drop our anchor here at Namena Island and our windlass did not work. Something's wrong. We can't risk trying to drop any more of the anchor in case we can't get it back up. So we have to motor all the way back to Nadi Marina.
Is that another 5 hours?
No, it should be like 2 hours. We are back in the Nadi Marina as Wells is gonna start working on figuring out what is amiss with our windlass, which is wildly frustrating to him. Let's see, it looks kind of tight, doesn't it? Do you think there's enough room there?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good job, guys. It's a really, really tight fit in there.
Alright, so here we are. The motor disassembled. I just want you to listen to this sound.
This is pretty wild. Hey Zeph, how are you feeling about this right now?
Not good.
Why not?
We're getting thrown around.
Yeah, but isn't this cooler than being stuck in traffic on Chagrin Boulevard?
I feel a little safer in traffic in Chagrin Boulevard.
Woo! Yes, everything's falling. It's true. We've got some rough seas here. Weird, because I think that some of the wilder passages that we've had.
This is worse, Mom.
Are you shouting? It's not that bad. It's just
we're getting tossed around by the ocean, and then we're at like a 45-degree angle.
yeah, it's
not
fine.
meant for-
Optimistic can handle this, but it's interesting to note that some of our rougher passages have been between like small islands, like Moorea and here in Fiji. Despite this horrible sea state, I'm attempting to make a focaccia, 2 focaccias. I've made this recipe before and it worked out beautifully, but never under these conditions. So I've got one dough that's still rising and one that's in the air fryer. Here's the dough that's still rising a little bit. I've got my rosemary and my salt ready to sprinkle on there before I dimple it and put it in the air fryer. And now they're both out of the oven. One of them's already been eaten and the other one is still beautifully intact. Max was levitating in his room because the waves are so high. Wells is captaining us through this dicey pass. Wells is pretty nervous about this pass because it turns out that the charts aren't always accurate when it comes to Fiji, which makes for a slightly more hazardous navigation. We are anchored really close to this big ferry. They're having a lot of trouble loading up this big 18-wheeler.
Hold on, it's like the second or third.
I know, it's the third time they try and get it on there. The wind is howling. And we're headed over to the main island of Fiji. We're the only ones out here on the ocean, given these super challenging, sporting sea conditions.
On our second leg to Bunda, and we've got 2 reefs the main and a reef jib. We're still pulling about 8-9 knots.
We're cooking along at a little over 8 knots. We're just coming through this pass, and up ahead, it's a gunboat 68, which apparently goes for about $9 million. And we want to make sure not to hit this boat as we're going through the pass. The wind has died, the sea has calmed down, and Wells is having his morning coffee. The water could not be more still. There's barely any wind, less than a knot. And looking over here, there's a couple boats on the horizon. Beautiful here. These glass still waters with this incredible coastline off the main island of Fiji.
Lady finger.
You ate my ladyfinger? That's my snack.
Be right back.
Where are you going?
I'm grabbing something.
Okay. We're approaching a large floating object in the water. Ooh, that's a big tree right there. There's a boat here on the reef, and this is another clear indication that we have to be extra careful when we're sailing around Fiji. Here we are waking up to another beautiful morning in Fiji. This time we're headed over to Port General a little bit later today. We've just come in to explore the beach a little bit, and it's such a tranquil, calm, beautiful day. Woo!
It blasts out here.
It's always something. I'm always hurt myself nowadays for some reason.
Zeph was doing the dishes yesterday, which I really appreciated, but he also sliced his finger with a knife while cleaning it.
Ooh. It's not even that bad.
There's Zeph's stitches on his foot. I think it's also going to leave a scar.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Does it hurt?
Not at all.
Yeah, it looks great.
Zeph's getting his stitches out.
Looks good.
You think this is just gonna hurt or no?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
That hurt, Papa.
Poor. You're all out. Good.
Charlotte's coloring in her Aladdin poster.
Yeah.
While the boys eat crab. What's the best thing?
This one is salty, right?
Okay, you're ordering, Philly. Felicity and Charlotte have just purchased an enormous amount of food.
How much stuff did you get?
No, it's fine.
Excellent. And I'm
All right, Naga.
Or like a fuzzy
Hey, Wells, how was your market experience?
Super. We got everything that we needed to get.
Yeah, we got lots.
From
All our bags are filled with stuff.
fried goods,
Oh yeah,
A lot of fried goods.
frozen goods. Great success.
And grapes and guavas.
So Charlotte's gonna tackle this cleat because we tied off our dinghy, but in the meantime, first we get here early and there's many other boats that have cleated their dinghies to the same one.
Right there.